heads up. Bobcat's on the move. Drive a little way.
That's fine, thanks, Andy. Hey, Kate, bear with me. It's gonna get a little noisy here. We gotta clear out some mines.
Take your time. Just let me know when you can talk.
Well, we're back in episode 2. In the last episode, we played as one of the native soldiers. Essentially fought off some guerrillas and all sorts. And now we're back into the character of Nathan. And I assume we'll carry on with our mission of clearing this entire town. We've got some objectives ready to go and complete. So we're going to have a look and see what's going on. I think the Bobcat's heading up to here, so we're going to head there now. Now I haven't cleared this area, I'm pretty sure for mine, so I should be I'm not going to do a full-on sprint there.
Okay, road's safe now. Bring the van on
One
up.
over there as well.
Will do. Also, Mac, the NATO guys, they've kicked in all the doors. You're free to search inside the buildings now.
Got it. At least I can get out of the fucking rain. I'll come find you in a
Got
bit.
memory there.
Have fun reminiscing.
Well, we have an ID for some sort of a bomb right in front of us, but we'll check this out.
How does IDAP distribute aid? It's a big logistical operation.
Oh, yeah. As the name suggests, we're an international organization. You wouldn't believe the paperwork. Supplies come in from all over Europe, end up at our depot in the Netherlands.
And they're shipped out from there?
Mm-hmm. Worldwide. Ground convoys make up the last leg of the journey. Though sometimes we rely on helilifts and airdrops.
Got a bomb in here somewhere. Oh, I see it. It's sticking out the wall just there. That
I
is
got
crazy.
a UXO here, dug right into the wall.
Shit. You'll need the toolkit for that job. I'll get on the horn to dispatch, see what's taking them so long.
I'll come back later.
So we also got memory here, but looks it. We'll go have a look at.
So, Nathan, may I ask, when you first came to Oreo Castro, what were you doing there?
IDAP asked me to give some talks on landmines.
Talks? Who with?
Anyone who'd listen, really. It was all about raising awareness.
So we're going to head down to this former AFF outpost, which we encountered in the last episode. Yeah, I can see the doors up there have been kicked in, so we're just gonna head across there now.
Morning. You been in?
You kidding me? I ain't going in there, man. That shit's all yours.
That's
Where
very
are you
nice
now?
of him.
Who, me? I'm exploring.
I can hear an echo.
Yeah, I'm in what used to be the mayor's place, actually. At least it was before the government forces took it over.
Oh, there's a reminder here. All right. Just want to get or go over any kind of bombs or anything. Don't particularly want to die. Ah, so we're on to another part of the mission now.
I got a leaflet here. The army must have scattered thousands of these.
Propaganda.
Something like that. This one says, there's still time to surrender. Maybe a bad choice of words considering.
Time to surrender. What's the context here?
This was last year, September. These leaflets, they were dropped maybe a day before the fighting began. You see, the guerrillas there, they'd found themselves a new leader. Charismatic, ex-military. For him, this was no time to surrender. Far from it. In fact, he used that time to rally his people. Encourage them to resist, build defenses. Meanwhile, the army was setting up for a major offensive. The attack on Oreo Castro? It was no secret. Of course, after the leaflet dropped, IDAP started to pull out of the town. So the little I do know, well, that brings us back to the brother. The one who disappeared.
Okay, so if you remember, we initially played as this guy's brother who's looking
His name
inside
was
the church.
Alexis. He'd volunteered to build a barricade. Town was his home, after all.
So, these leaflets, they were a warning to the town.
Yeah, they confirmed the offensive.
The government was concerned about civilian casualties.
Don't sound too surprised.
So, NATO's message, do you think it was getting through? I mean, according to the laws of armed conflict, that's the principle of precaution, right?
Sure, maybe. Or maybe they were just sick of all the extra paperwork.
Yeah, so we're playing this brother who disappeared. Alexis or Alexa, I can't remember what name was, something like that. But we've got some objectives. Okay. Okay, so we have to find some vehicles in the town. They go and block this here. So if you remember, just a second ago, that whole entire thing was blocked, so we've gone back in time. So we need to find some vehicles now. So I guess I just loitered around town. We got an ambulance there. I prefer not to take that, but oh, then we got a vehicle in this garage as well.
If I understand it, you know about what happened through the brother. Alexis, was it? Did you meet him?
Not directly, but you know, it's a small town, right? People knew Alexis. After what happened here, I talked to the locals. Found out what I could. The rest of what I know is pieced together from the commission report itself.
Actually, that incident report, the evidence you submitted, that's partly why I asked for the interview. I want to gain a human perspective.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, for a humanitarian commission, those reports tend to be,
A little detached, yes. Help me out with some context here. This barricade.
I mean, it was crude, right? A gap between two outcrops of rock, natural bottleneck. The guerrillas hoped to block the road by jamming it with vehicles. As for the vehicles in the barricade, the commission actually linked the plates to a number of locals. Of course, several were still missing after the incident, so the investigation made some assumptions.
So I guess what meant by the assumptions. Oh, we've got an earthquake looks it or something. So maybe
Hey,
some.
just a thought. You remember the earthquakes back then?
Yes, they were quite frequent. Were IDAP at all concerned about that?
Oh, yeah. Any kind of disaster relief on top of what we were dealing with, it would have just about finished itself completely. IDAP's neutrality was one thing, but the situation they faced was quite another.
You mean to say even your own vehicles were commandeered?
Nothing like biting the hand that feeds you, huh?
So what I was saying is that obviously some civilians in this town were wrongfully judged, I guess, because he just said that some assumptions had been made. Just need one more vehicle now.
At what
So we
point
just
did
need one more
things
vehicle
become
now.
unsafe in the centre of town?
Well, I'm not sure it was ever completely safe. Even before things escalated,
There's
we
a
were
man there.
concerned about being accidentally targeted. And to be honest, it didn't matter where we moved. That always remained a concern.
So, just to clarify, In your email, you said you served as a combat engineer, the Marine Corps?
That's right. South Zagoria, generous.
Well, it's fair to say you're no stranger to the subject of my article, the laws of armed conflict.
I've seen a few things, heard stories. It's rarely been, clear cut, right and wrong.
Oh, absolutely. That's why it's so important to gain your perspective. You've seen things from both sides. I mean, now as an NGO, too.
Sure, yeah.
Do you think Alexis, I don't know, thought twice about taking these vehicles?
Look, sure, these were his neighbors, but this was their home, and it was under attack. What would you do?
I don't know if you just seen that. I just went to the shooting range or practice shooting. I just played some hardcore metal music. So try and just fit this van now into this cab. Just like that, I guess.
After Alexis built the barricade, what then? Did he stay inside the town?
No, that's where the story gets more complicated. The barricade itself was later chained up and set on fire by someone else. I don't know quite who. Alexis, he headed west to lay mines.
I guess we're gonna head west now. Yep. So we're gonna head over
By
there.
that point, the guerrillas were short on vehicles, damaged, destroyed, or otherwise. They had to improvise. Anti-tank mines were already in the ground. If there's no pull fuse, and so long as they've not been stacked, they aren't too hard to remove. But Alexis, although he didn't use anti-handling devices, he did create a hybrid minefield.
AT mines. Mixed with APs.
That's it, yeah. He put anti-personnel mines around the anti-tank ones, made clearance all that much harder.
So we're, if you recall, in the last episode we played Nathan. We actually cleared this road in the future. I guess we'll link up with this guy down here just to place some mines down.
These mines, how did they get hold of them?
They got them when the government's outposts fell into guerrilla hands. Bounding mines. The type that leaps up a meter in the air before exploding. Nasty stuff. Hell, nowadays they're even made with plastic casing to throw off older types of mine detector.
Lovely.
Oh yeah, just do yourself a favor. Don't look up Bouncing Betty injuries online.
So these are some of the anti-tank mines right in front of us. Okay. We're not going to step on them, I don't want to test it, but I'm going to place them just around.
And they're still there?
Mm-hmm. They're not for long. We're setting up our demining drones as we speak.
And that is a bounded mine there, so you have to be careful of. Oh. Jesus.
Thinking about it, even if we had a record of where Alexis's mines were, it may not do much good.
No? I thought minefield maps were a key part of your work.
Most folks don't realize, but landmines, they don't stay put. Heavy rain, landslides, keeping a map current, Ain't so simple. And with all the earthquakes in this region, there's little chance they don't. Alexis proved to be quite the combat engineer. He placed the mines exactly as he'd been shown.
So, moving on. Where did Alexis go next?
He took a quad bike up to the castle behind the town.
Well, I guess I'm taking this quad bike then. To the castle to the north.
The castle? Why?
He was needed at the guerrillas' base camp.
Okay. His group were running things from up at the castle.
Mm-hmm. And I see what you're getting at. Yeah, Geneva Convention's cultural objects, I think.
So we're just head up to the castle now. There it is, I can see it.
Maybe a technical question.
Go ahead.
In these situations, do those involved commonly record the locations of minefields?
That's a tough one. Take this situation, for example. I'm convinced Alexis would have made a record. It's his home, after all. But do we have access to that information? No. And that's the problem. Things, information, people, landmines, they get lost in the fog of war. But that's the thing about landmines. Lost or not, they stick around. They wait to be found.
Question is, how do we get in here? There's a good path here. It's inside this central bit up here, I think.
Do you feel these preparations made a difference?
In the short term, I do, yeah. The barricade held. The government's tanks were knocked out on the road.
And in the long term?
I'd go on, but as you may have heard, it's getting kind of loud here.
By the sounds of it, you've got your hands full.
This'll only take a minute. Be right back.
Bet you wish we had one of those in Takistan, huh?
I gotta admit, that's 60 tons of getting shit done.
Well, that's one way to get the vehicles out of the barrier.
By the way, while you were busy chatting to, well, whoever that is that isn't your wife...
I told you, Andy, she's a journalist. Get to the point.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I assembled the demining drones.
Both of them?
Well, yeah. They're by the van.
So I guess we're gonna go to the van now and pick up UAV terminal to control the drones. And there's the drones there.
All right, got the terminal.
Cool. So just connect it to a drone and, yeah, take control.
Beauty and Beast.
You got it?
Looking good.
So, you're gonna want to use the auto hover mode. Switch it on whenever you need to stay in one place.
Auto hover, right.
I'll arm the explosives once you've reached the minefield.
So where is the minefield exactly? This one over here. Okay. Well, first thing I'm going to do is take off advanced flight model, because I've never flown with a drone with AFM. So it's over here by the looks of it. So we just want to go to the center. We'll start off by the crossroads.
Heads up. Enabling charges.
Or we can just hover
now,
above this.
The bombs. You only got 4. Release one and it'll drop straight down. Simple physics. If you run out, fly over to the van. There's plenty spare.
Thanks.
So just drop one
Having
here.
fun there?
Making things go boom, you know it.
Oh yeah, that works.
These mining charges pack quite a punch. What's in them?
500 grams of Crovex water gel, baby.
Try and get them dead in the middle on my mine detector on the left. And try and get all of them into the circle. I think that'll work. You got one there.
I'm out.
Don't sweat it. Steer back on over to the van. I'll rearm you.
I got, I think, 3 there.
Safety's on.
Understood.
There you are. Set it down where you started, over by those white containers.
So I guess we're just getting oh, we're getting rearmed right now. Yeah, so just like the cylinders, I guess you just drop. Okay, we have all 4 now, so we'll take off.
Question. How can I see if I've gotten all the mines?
Your drone's got a dedicated sensor. Get close enough, and it'll detect any nearby explosives.
Throw that one down there. Oh, that got a lot.
Yeah.
There's a big clump over here behind us, I guess. There's one away. Ooh, I think my drone's a little bit damaged. Yeah, I have to be careful, I think. Get some more altitude. Ah, so it says there, in first person view, minimum safe altitude is 25 meters or above, so I guess we're going to keep above that. And drop one here. Get some altitude, get away from it. Come to the right a little bit. Alt over here. And drop it.
Gonna need another resupply.
No problem, Max. Same deal.
Don't think I got any that time. Pop it down here. Maybe get a little bit closer. So we got 3 more and 4 bombs, so we should be able to do this. Just get it perfectly right though. Right, we're practically on top of it. And we'll release now. And then get above 25 meters. Got that one. There you go. Okay, we'll get above this one. And release. That didn't work. Okay, we'll put down another one then. That should get it this time. Yeah, there you go. One more. Hopefully this will get it. And we'll release, and hopefully that will be the last one dead. There you go.
That's it. What the fuck was that?
Relax, relax. It sounds like it came from the other side of town. You want me to take a look?
No, stay put. I'll go.
I thought as my drone crashed them because it got, obviously I got forced out of it. So I think it just came from this building to our front. Yeah, it sounds like it came from in here.
Whole families, you know?
What's that, Nathan?
Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Old habit. Just this whole mess.
The war.
Everything. I focus on my work, get the job done, but now and again, it's hard not to think. What happened to the folks here?
Okay, so I think the building we're looking for is just on the other side of town. Whereabouts is it? I know where that building is. Take a look at this here.
Yeah.
The army's offensive against the town. It seems like, well, a disaster, to be honest.
Yeah, they never imagined the guerrillas would put up a fight, that's for sure. The mines on the road caught them off guard, immobilized their armor. They took heavy casualties from mortar and MG emplacements, too. Some even blamed the Army command, said they gifted the enemy time to organize.
The leaflets.
Right. It was a tough call. Complying with the laws of war, it's got a price.
So I think we missed something here, but we'll take a look. This building wasn't actually wrecked before. I'll tell you what, there was a bit sticking out here in the previous episode. It was a mortar round, so it could have been that, I guess. Well, this is the end for episode 3, so hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 2. I have. The character story's been very immersive, so good job to Bohemia, but be looking forward to this next part. Looks like there's a bit of combat.